On June 10th, 2025, I, Elaney, just got approved to put on a play in the woods. Trying to breathe. Yes. I am taking the biggest risk on top of me taking on like full time my business, right? And like dedicating my time to these wonderful creative projects for my clients, right? Here's my cat. I have also taken on the responsibility of producing a play that goes up in August of this year. And you know what? I was telling myself in the car, these are the moments where I get scared of maybe we're eating too much. Maybe we are biting off more than we can chew, right? That's the saying. But then in that same breath, I can't complain about having so much on my plate when my wish was to eat. Girl, I am about to eat. Oh my God, I just hit my cat. I'm doing it. I'm doing the damn thing. There's so much that I have to do, but it's like energizing me. So much so that I went to Yield Savers and Yield Dollar Tree, and I got what I needed to organize my office and put my space exactly the way that I need it to be. I'm learning that I need to write things down. Writing stuff electronically does not work for me. I forget it. It's like you leave it there and you forget it. Like, no. I said this before earlier that like, doesn't matter. So writing things down is the best thing for me. I got a whiteboard. I got an erasable calendar. I got cork boards, one for each project. And I'm ready to freaking go and just touch things and make things with my hands. Like, I'm so happy. I am terrified because I have no idea how I'm going to do it. But this feeling is real. I feel energized. I feel ready to go. And the most important thing is that I think this is a time where I actually can ask for help. And a lot of these projects, I can ask for help. This play, no way I'm doing this by myself. I'm asking for help. And I've identified a few places where I can ask for help. So I'm excited to do that and connect with people and meet people to see who can help me bring this to life, but also who wants to play and who wants to have fun. I'm excited. Today was a really cool day. It was my first public hearing like that. Well, it wasn't public. Like I needed to fill out an application to produce a play at the park in the woods and go through a hearing with, I believe, city councilors, make my case, and then they approved it. I mean, they approved everyone in that room. So once I heard like the first 5 people were getting approved, I was like, oh my gosh, I actually can get this. Like, this is actually easier than I thought. So what am I going to do when I have it? I was in this position of like, what if I don't get it? That's okay, cool, that's cool. That's one less thing, right? And now I'm like, oh, I have it. I'm flabbergasted. So anyway, but I'm proud of myself. I am super grateful for my brain for trying to figure this out. I wrote that to myself last week and I wrote it again this week. And when I treat myself like a precious object, I am strong. So I am grateful for my brain for trying to figure things out. And when I treat myself like a precious object, I am strong. I am also, shout out to my dad who let me know the other day that he was super proud of me for starting my own business. And he said he really liked that energy. But also I'm so grateful for my dad for still allowing me to be his baby girl. and still allowing me to be vulnerable and small and his little birdie. Like, I really appreciated that, especially in a time where I feel so hyper independent, where I feel like everything has to be on my shoulders and on my burden and I have to figure this out. It just feels really good to just surrender and let somebody else just take care of you. There are other people other than my dad that's doing that, and I'm just so grateful. And for the first time, I feel like I'm surrendering to that help, especially when it comes to my family. So today was cool. Today was cool, and today is literally the beginning of a beautiful journey. I mean, this has been, ever since documenting, it's been the beginning of a beautiful journey. But there was something about leaving that community room today that made me, like, I drove home and I literally told my daughter, I was like, we're going to Staples. And she's like, okay. And we drove to Staples. And I thought, you know, I'm making money in my business so that I'm able to buy office supplies, so that I'm able to buy what I need in order to help my business thrive. So I'm investing in these things that will allow me to organize myself in a way that best suits me. She's having a lot of fun. I'm really grateful about this last week of just trying to figure out how to measure these tasks for myself. I've also learned that when I've organized stuff into like buckets, like 4 boxes, like 4 different worlds, I can only really live in 2 worlds in one day. At least that's what I've noticed today. I was allowed, because of the time, I was allowed to live in 2 different worlds in my map. 2 different fields in my map. In my map of miscellaneous neighborhoods, like if you think of the Game of Thrones map, I was able to be in 2 places today. Like I stayed here and then I traveled on my little magical carpet and was able to go over here. The other 2 places on my map I couldn't touch today, but that's okay because now I get to prioritize them for tomorrow. But I think before I even touch anything admin-wise, I need to organize my space. I keep working off my kitchen table, and I don't want to do that anymore. I'm ready to make my office space a place that is playful and that allows me comfort and freedom to think in the way that best suits me. I still don't know the best way to think, but I'm figuring out some of the best ways that allow me to transfer my thoughts from my brain to paper to then live freely, either in video or audio or in theater, right? So I'm figuring that out. And I read in the Artist's Way. I'm still on week 8. Gosh. I read in the Artist's Way that remember these tasks, these moments where you have to dedicate time for yourself to get something done. Think of it as a play date. So a lot of people will treat their offices, a lot of artists would like to treat their offices like a playroom. So you have dinosaurs, you'll have pictures, you'll have toys, you'll have these things that bring you joy and that allow you, your inner child, to feel like they're in a place to play. So that's going to be my biggest goal tomorrow. I've set aside shelves so I can hang up my XLR cables, so I can organize my cameras, my equipment, which is fitting because tomorrow I have to do an equipment checklist and a shot list. And I have all these beautiful things that I'm going to hang on my wall so that I can organize all these projects. Because, girl, I have a few. And I can do all of them. I literally can do all of them because they're not all happening at the same time. So one thing I'm learning is how to pace myself so that I give a little bit to every project every day so that I can at least give some progress to each one. So when other things start to die down, I can start giving more time. So yeah. That's how today went, and I'm super proud of myself.